San Diego. Loyal kicking off the first ever matchup with Detroit City here tonight, 2023 underway in front of a sold-out crowd at Torero Stadium. Welcome in Jack Cronin Hall of Famer Shannon McMillan with you tonight. Brought to you by Blue Peak Credit Union. Shannon, amazing to have you back with us here. Year number 4 was a year of firsts in the third season for San Diego, making the playoffs again and hosting for the first time.
Yeah, it's excited to be back. A lot of changes for both teams in this offseason. Loyal made it into the first round of playoffs, hosted a sold-out crowd. Very disappointing loss for them. Bitter taste. They're going to look to start off on a quick foot right tonight with 3 points. They
got the second seed in the Western Conference last year. As you mentioned, some big changes for San Diego. Landon Donovan, now the VP of Soccer Operations. Nate Miller becoming the head coach for the first time with some new additions as well.
Yeah, and with Vassell and Among leaving, you're going to look for quality key additions up top now with Collier and Perez up top and Bodley and Corona coming out of the midfield.
San Diego making some big moves here. Joe Corona, U.S. men's national team, Bodley, Collier, Perez as well, all added.
Yeah, and they've all had a really strong preseason, so look for all of them to get some time tonight. And it's going to be now Loyal team that have the most depth ever.
This is the deepest team for San Diego in their 4 seasons now here at Torero Stadium. And for Detroit, how about a D3 championship, their first year in USL Championship, and they go to the playoffs. Even got a win in the Open Cup over an MLS club.
Yeah, last year they caught a lot of teams off guard, came in strong by surprise, but they've got a lot of changeover. They shored up their midfield and their defense, but up top, with the players they lost, it was 18 goals and 19 assists. So they are going to need the new players to step up and fill a big void.
Steinwasser, their keeper, was their MVP from a season ago. They knocked off Columbus in the U.S. Open Cup. Trevor James was an assistant in LA Galaxy when Landon Donovan played there. And now they come into San Diego in their second season.
Soccer is such a small, small world. And Trevor James, he knows Landon. Landon knows him. I'm sure he was helping Nate Miller through all the scouting process as well.
So they get the championship in NISA and now jump to USL Championship already into the postseason. Tonight's player to watch brought to you by SDG&E, Tumi Moshabane.
And Tumi's been someone that's been so consistent and dependable for Loyal. He's magic with the ball at his feet, and he's going to look to build off his 2022 campaign where he had 6 goals and 7 assists and look to add to those columns, but he is consistent for Loyal.
17 goals in his first 3 years here in San Diego. Lineups are brought to you tonight by Rady Children's Hospital overall for San Diego and Detroit.
Yeah, Loyal will be in their familiar 3-5-2. We've got Kyle Adams anchoring the defense. Adams and Corona are going to look to control that midfield. Detroit like to play direct and with counterattacks, and look for Moon and Martin to get up into the attack to help Perez and Conway.
Alejandro Guido, Grant Stoneman out with red card suspensions here. They'll miss this first game of the season and be back for San Diego. Here they go for Detroit.
In Detroit, they're known for playing a back 5 and being so stingy on defense. So Goddard and Williams are going to drop into actual wing-back defenders when they're defending, but then they're also going to look to try to get in the attack. But Maxi Rodriguez is key for this team. When he has time and the ball at his feet, he creates a lot of chances for his front runners. 9
goals a season ago for Detroit City. It's the first ever meeting between these two clubs. USL Championship round robin here this season, and this is the opener for 2023. A sold-out crowd tonight at Torero Stadium. Welcome to the 2023 campaign.
Adventure awaits. USC Credit Union is now Blue Peak. From buying your first home to booking that bucket list trip, we're saving for your golden years. Blue Peak is here to support all of your life adventures, and we've been doing it for more than 85 years. Today, we are proud to serve broad and diverse communities and deliver the personalized service you deserve. So go ahead, blaze your own trail, and become a Blue Peak member today. Visit us online at bluepeak.com.
The thing that I'm most proud of is the fact that we've always stood up for what's right. Rincon was the first tribe to have gaming, so it's really evolved into something that benefits everyone. Our people benefited. We're up out of poverty. The local surrounding communities have benefited. They get additional services that we never had. When you have the opportunity to give back and help, you should step up. It's a responsibility to help others like we were helped. We were given a chance, we're paying back.
When it comes to our familia, we all have our own flavor and expression. Some are bold. Others are complex. Some are, well, a little spicy. But at Tequila de Corralejo, we believe sharing our individuality is what makes gathering together so fun. Here's to those who stand tall and share their passion. Salud.
San Diego Mayor Todd Gloria kicking things off here for 2023 at Torero Stadium. University of San Diego alum Mayor Gloria on hand tonight as the San Diego Loyal welcome in Detroit City for the first time ever and kick off year number 4. Mayor welcoming us in to 2023. Tonight's match brought to you by Blue Peak Credit Union, a purpose-driven financial institution, an official credit union of your San Diego Loyal. Reach new heights with Blue Peak Credit Union. A sold-out crowd here, Shannon McMillan, as we come back to 2023. Detroit making the playoffs in their first year. The USL Championship, San Diego, the number 2 seed out west, hosting a playoff game for the first time ever.
Yeah, and both teams in similar spots where they make the playoffs, but disappointing to go out in that first round. So it's been a long offseason for both of them. They want to start tonight, grab the 3 points, and get off to a strong start to the 2023 campaign.
San Diego 18-10-6 a season ago, 60 points for their first ever home playoff matchup. Injury report brought to you by Synergy Orthopedics. And for San Diego tonight, they're missing 2, Grant Stoneman and Alejandro Guido, because of the red card suspensions from the playoff match a season ago. For Detroit City, Devin Amomensa, Connor Rutz, and Matt Lewis were all listed on the report, and Lewis is going to start here tonight. For Detroit City, the other 2 are in the 18, so they're getting healthier as they reach the season.
Yeah, and it could be a bit of gamesmanship. It could be a way they're trying to play their way back into full fitness. So we'll see if we see them tonight or if they are just listed on there because they are short on subs.
Ricardo Fierro is our referee. Mensa coming back from that ACL injury last year as well for Detroit. So we are ready to roll here tonight. What a crowd we have on hand. 4th season for the club. 4th season here at the University of San Diego's Torero Stadium, and we're off and running here tonight. It's a cool evening. We had rain the last 2 days in San Diego. It already is cool and slick usually with this stadium overlooking Mission Bay and the Pacific Ocean for a night contest. So we'll see how that plays out here tonight for the season opener.
And especially for San Diego Loyal, a team that's known for their possession, known for knocking the ball across the field back and forth. Detroit City play a little more direct, so they may not be as affected with the turf as Loyal will be.
Coca Vegas back in net for his 2nd season with San Diego. In the top level in 2nd division, Spanish side. 2nd year for San Diego.
And Vegas is a keeper that's really good with his feet, which is great because it allows the center back, especially Kyle Adams, to post up. As you see here, he's going to get the ball. It allows him to have an extra player offensively. And when you can have that much composure and calmness in your goalkeeper, it helps build confidence throughout the rest of the lineup. It's
a great example right there, that switch from Vegas out to Ebenezer Ocon, going by Ebby this season on his jersey. 3 in the back line for San Diego. Ebby, Kyle Adams, who just got called up to the national team with New Zealand, so he'll be leaving at the end of the month. And Simba as well for San Diego. Jackson Kasanzu. Simba this year for San Diego, that back line with Stoneman out. And for those 2, Ebby and Simba, they're essentially off-season signings, even though they got some time with the senior team a year ago.
Yeah, and Simba is a young player. He's looking to find his way into this starting lineup with Stoneman out tonight. It's a great opportunity for both Ebby and Simba to show that there's a lot of depth in that back 3.
Simba just 19 out of Tanzania. San Diego pushing past the midfield marker and up for the first time.
You see defensively, we talked about this in the pregame, Detroit like to play in a back 5 when they're on defense, which is very difficult to break down. So key for Loyal is Moon and Martin to get his width, use every inch of the width as possible to try to pull out those outside backs and then get some verticality with runs through.
It's a system we've come to know from Nate Miller, now the head coach, and from Landon Donovan before that. Using those wing backs. A quick whistle, this is going to go to San Diego. But for Loyal, as Shannon mentioned, Nick Moon, now in his second season with the club, coming off that injury at the end of last year. And Elijah Martin in his fourth year will be on the left and right sides of the attack and back on the defensive line.
Yeah, and Elijah Martin, he's used to playing more traditional outside back, so he's a little bit of a learning curve for him, but he's embraced the challenge. And Nick Moon, he had a heartbreaking injury last year. It just devastated him. He has worked so hard in the offseason to earn that starting spot, and he is just magic on the ball when he gets faced up 1v1.
Simba involved in that collision. Third of the way out. We got the training staff out for Detroit City as well.
If you're Detroit, knowing you're low on subs, it's not a good start to have a player down.
City coming off that great season, the number 7 seed out east. In their very first year, they beat Columbus in the US Open Cup, and a great run, making the jump from Division III up to the USL Championship, where they had been a champion before, and now making the jump. They had a great season.
Yeah, they started off on a 7-game win streak, which helped set them up. They caught a lot of teams by surprise, so guaranteed people are doing their homework this year when it comes to Detroit City. It's going to be that much more difficult. It's Maxi Rodriguez who's just the key cog for Detroit City midfield-wise. He plays end-to-end, box-to-box. Defensively, he intercepts. Offensively, he sets the team up. So that's a great sign for Detroit that he's up on his own and able to run off the field.
Rodriguez had 9 goals this season ago to lead Detroit. He had 2 of them in the Open Cup as well in that win over Columbus. Incredibly important part of the midfield. He is back on. Back to full strength for both sides now. Into the 5th minute of play, season opener for 2023. With Moon and Martin out wide, San Diego tonight in the midfield with Tumi Moshibane up top, Charlie Adams, the captain, and Joe Corona. At 32 years old, the San Diego native from Sweetwater High, into the line for the first time as Adams here tries to play it forward.
That's a great look by Adams. It's just a little too direct and an easy pickup for Steinwasser. If he put a little bend on that and bent it behind the defense, he had Toomey coming through as well as Evan Conway.
So Joe Corona is one of the newcomers that we mentioned in the Open for San Diego, and a huge name, a 2-time Gold Cup winner on the national team side. Starting his career in Tijuana, and now here for his hometown team, San Diego.
And it's special. San Diego Loyal pride themselves on being a pathway for the younger players, but also bringing back that talent that's already been out in the soccer world, getting the experience, bringing back that talent, that experience, that maturity to the already solid team. The entire city are happy to see Corona back out here with San Diego Loyal tonight.
CIF San Diego section player of the year at Sweetwater High. Played in MLS with Houston, LA Galaxy, of course with Tijuana and the Cholos. He got his start. Here we go. Detroit. Open look to the far side, sending it long. And now San Diego will have a chance here with Charlie Adams before the recovery. So with Corona and Adams and Moshibane in the midfield for San Diego. Up top, Evan Conway, who's moving to the true striker number 9 role this season. Played a lot on the wing last year, his first in San Diego. And Adrian Perez, who joins the club out of DC United.
And what you love about Evan Conway is he consciously picked the number 9. That's the true high striker. He wanted to change his number, and he wants to prove that he is a legit threat and wants to be the leader for the Loyal up there. And then you add in Adrian Perez, whose work rate and speed, and as we saw earlier, taking on 3-4 defenders. He is so good and so quick with the ball at his feet. The key will be for those two to combine now, especially with the stingy defense like Detroit.
Perez with time at DC United, LAFC as well. Coming to the USL Championship in San Diego. Southern California guy, went to LMU, WCC, and he's here with Loyal. And for Conway, again, playing so much on the wing, he had so many of those late contest goals a season ago.
he almost embraced and was known as that super sub role. That's a brilliant ball that almost snuck through for Elijah Martin. But Conway, like we said, he wants to show that he can play 90 minutes. He can not do more than just getting those key goals late coming off the bench. And to be a good number 9 like that, you have to have that mentality.
Played for Omaha and 13 goals. They won a title, League One. Now Perez, forward for Conway. Trying to send it through a great idea. And it's broken up. So well defended by Stephen Carroll, the captain for Detroit City. 5 years wearing the captain's armband.
Yeah, he has been the linchpin for them, keeps them organized defensively. But what you like there from Conway, a true number 9's got to be able to play back to goal as well as make the runs through. He looked, didn't have the support, so he held the ball up to try to let his teammates catch up to the play. But unfortunately just wasn't able to execute on that final pass.
City making a run out wide. Good cross in. Vegas will take it to the back post. With Conway, Nate Miller telling Darren Smith and Jordan Carruth on the Always Loyal podcast, which, by the way, fantastic listen. A couple of great dudes, good human beings. A great listen coming in here, that Conway essentially scored when the game was tied. All of his goals were go-ahead, breakthrough. A lot of them were late game goals, so important a season ago.
Oh, incredibly important. And when you have someone like that that can be that spark, he's got a nose for the goal. And that's exciting, and that's why he has that confidence now to embrace that number 9 role. And a little bit of a chip on his shoulder, which you need as a good number 9, as we said.
So he'll be playing much more up top at times this season for Nate Miller and Loyal. Tonight paired with Adrian Perez. Moshabane just behind. An attacking role with his 17 goals. 3 seasons for San Diego. Another touchline. Detroit looking to make a turn on a ricochet. And it's popped up into the air. Still in play in front of net. Maybe cleared by Adams. So Kyle Adams able to clear that one away. Looked for a moment like it was going to clear out itself. It stayed in play.
Yeah, it stayed in play, and if there's a weakness defensively, Loyal have struggled at times last year to get that final clearance out of the box. So even there, Kyle Adams got it out, but it wasn't far enough to really allow the defensive line to push back out and give Koke Vegas some room behind them.
There's Ballard, who was making the run for Detroit City, Louisville native. This will go to San Diego. You can buy the newest SD Loyal gear, including kits, the Charlie collection. We're already seeing tonight the new kits on display after the wonderful release party here ahead of the season. Some unique designs as well you can't find anywhere else, all at the shop. Head online, theshop.sdloyal.com, or visit the shop in person in Mission Valley, the team's headquarters. Moon twice with possession. Perez for Conway. Good quick movement for San Diego, and it's broken up. Elijah Martin coming back to this one. And we'll get a whistle and go back the other way.
Elijah Martin worked hard there to create that foul. Detroit's known for quick counterattack, so by risking his body there, he's able to slow the counterattack and get the ball back for Loyal through a set piece. But Loyal are going to have to stay patient. Detroit, again, with the back 5, but they're also so organized and cohesive back there. It's going to take something special.
Here's Toomey into the box. Moshabane, that left foot, and it'll create the first corner of the night.
That's that verticality that Coach Miller was talking about. Toomey's fine they're able to find Toomey's feet in the space there, and then as we talked about again, that magic when he has the ball at his feet, able to create a corner kick. So they're just dancing on the ball, and goes off of the captain, Stephen Carroll.
Corner kicks are brought to you by San Diego Community Power. It's our first of the season. For Charlie Adams and Loyal. Trying to go low for Corona.
Adams would have wanted to do a bit better with that. You've got to get that at least past the near post to give your team a chance. Joe Corona tried to flick it on to keep it alive, but especially against a counterattack team, you've got to beat that far post on the initial service.
Adams coming to it. Back for Ebby. Now for Simba, 19 years old. 6'2". That back line for San Diego. Watching Vegas play, as Shannon mentioned, just how wide he can get. Now he becomes another defender. How about that move from Conway ahead to Perez? But a good recovery yet again from Detroit. Conway. And he stayed with it. That was a nifty move.
A little bit of magic from Conway.
How about this from Corona now? Perez. Back for Corona. Moon. Perez trying to get it to him. It'll go out for Detroit.
Do you see how quick Loyal are trying to play? They need to play those sharp passes, ping them in there, because that's what's going to catch Detroit out. If you play slow and relaxed, they're going to just adjust and shift all day behind you and will be very difficult to break down. And that little bit of magic we just saw from Conway to Perez, they've had a great preseason together. They've got a lot of chemistry already. You see here just the pressure. Corona just caught him a little bit late there. Good call by the ref.
So Nate Steinwasser, Michigan native, with the club as they made this climb. Their MVP a season ago, and he sends it back in play. Corona again.
With Steinwasser playing that, you see the differences in play. Detroit pushed everybody up across the midfield. Steinwasser just dumps it into the mix where Koke's at his feet and he's trying to play out the back with his center back. So two different styles, and it's going to take patience and see who can wear the other one down, create a mistake, and then capitalize on that.
Carroll, the captain, and wide for Reese Williams. Good switch from Detroit. There are many players on this field tonight who actually played for Nate Miller back in Lansing, including Reese Williams, then 3 for San Diego. Here is Williams with the cross, headed high, and a good look for Detroit. It's going to be a goal kick restart for San Diego, but Detroit City with an early opportunity.
Great look there for Detroit. Simonson challenging Kyle Adams, actually got the better of the ball, but because of the challenge, plays it over the net, thankfully for Loyal. But as we mentioned, a lot of departures offensively for Detroit City. They lost 18 goals, 19 assists in the players they lost, so the new additions of Simonson, Morris, Ballard, Billhart, who's going to step up and fill that void?
Great recovery from Kyle Adams, giving possession right back to San Diego. Here's Conway again. Rodriguez. Adams taking it away. But again, for Detroit, you've already seen Skage Simonson get into that attack. Norway, college soccer at SMU. Here he is. Williams.
It's good patience by Detroit when you have your outside wingbacks that have to do so much work dropping all the way back into the back five. You got to be able to have that patience to allow them to push up into the attack and get a breather.
Both teams have gone with the full field switch early on and done well.
Yeah, it's been almost a frantic 18 minutes so far, so now I think the game will settle in. But so far, it's been pretty evenly matched.
Strong playing all the way back. Single match tickets are on sale. They start just $15, including the next home match for San Diego here at Torero Stadium, Sunday, a week from tomorrow, 3 p.m. against Phoenix. Rising will be here at Torero Stadium. Visit sdloyal.com/ticket for more info. They start just $15. Phoenix already coming to town.
A great rivalry game. Anyone know Phoenix, Loyal, have them second game too. Be a great matchup.
Shabani taking the contact, and so San Diego will have the restart.
Yeah, Brian's trying to wave it off, saying there's a little bit of acting, but he definitely clipped him. And the momentum took him down. Brian trying to say he's just diving.
Abby setting it up top for Conway. Elijah Martin with a cross up for Moon. San Diego on the wings going cross goal and looking for Nick Moon on the attempt.
And that's a good sign for Loyal. Elijah Martin's faced up 1v1. You actually saw Corona kind of stay out, leave him 1v1. And he's able to get in, get a cross off. Moon just a little late on that, not able to really get a good head, put that back on frame. But a nice ball by Elijah Martin, nice creativity on the 1v1 for him.
Conway taken down. Showing a lot of contact early here.
Referee having a word there with Maxi Rodriguez. I think he's telling him, blown the whistle on you a couple times. Next time you will see a yellow. It's definitely a foul. He gets sandwiched here in between the captain, Carroll, and Maxi Rodriguez, but I think that's just tough play. There's nothing malicious to that. And should be known, last year, Detroit had 0 red cards and the lowest amount of yellow cards of the entire league. So they play clean, but they do play hard.
And they defend so well, even with those numbers.
Yes, and to have 0 red cards, that's impressive, especially with such a long grind.
Adams will send it in. These are long seasons. Same 34 match schedule this year. Each conference will play each team, both home and away, and then in the other conference, it'll be once either at home or the road, but everybody will play each other at least once, including this first ever matchup between Detroit and San Diego.
And that's exciting. You get to experience both conferences. You have your rivalries home and away within your own conference, but then you get a taste of what the other conference is like. So I love this format. And it goes away from that grind of seeing the same team over and over and being predictable and having to beat a team 3-4 times. Keeps it fresh, especially with the long season, as you mentioned.
Yeah, it's a great call. I mean, it's very balanced. The teams, the makeup, the distribution. For USL Championship this year, I think it's a great balance for the league.
Absolutely. And it's nice because they had to go into a more regionalized format because of COVID and all that. So to see now that it's opening up and getting out of that whole pandemic is exciting. It's exciting for the players too to have, you know, more of that challenge and unknowns.
12 teams in each conference, West and East here, 24 total, 34 matches on the schedule. As Vegas comes back to this one.
And a little too comfortable there, but able to clean it up.
Kyle Adams right in the middle of that defensive line for San Diego.
That's an easy call for the referee. Ebby fully wrapped him up. Simonson with his left arm spun him. Not necessarily needed right there. I think he had that well under control. But now it allows Detroit to push up. You'll see here he's got him wrapped. Kyle Adams had the cover. Now it allows Detroit to push up. And a dangerous area for a set piece, especially in this slick air. This ball's going to move. It's going to be slick.
Yeah, as we said, we had rain here, pretty decent amount of rain last night into today. Kind of lasted deeper into the afternoon. And this is an area of San Diego near the ocean that already kind of gets a little cool and slick. So we'll see what happens here tonight. Straight away and straight on, it's high.
Yeah, and that's going to be key as the game gets later and we get later in the evening and it gets a little bit more slick and moist out there. If you're an offensive player, you want to hit that ball hard. You want to hit it low, see if you can get a skip, see if you can get the keeper to control it, pounce on the rebound. So definitely play into the tactical side of it.
San Diego Loyals 2023 Charlie Football Home, Away, and Goalkeeper kits are all available now. The big release party for San Diego just before the season. They're all on sale right now. Visit the shop.sdloyal.com. Get yours here today. Pressure from Perez.
That's that vertical ball Loyal want to look to early, but unfortunately Conway was checking too and Perez was behind him, so the ball over the top left nobody up top to run onto it. But the relentless pressure from Perez causes a little bobble for the Steinwasher.
That's going to be Abby again with the whistle for San Diego. So a somewhat similar look at goal from this kind of distance for Detroit. Cy Goddard. Try playing a little bit short and across. And too far to the touchline.
But Loyal did well on that. After that initial clearance by Evan Conway, the back line was able to push up, which means Detroit had to push as well to stay on side, so that ball just played in a little bit too hard, goes out for a goal kick.
Simba for Adams. Adams going to leave here almost immediately for international duty on the 23rd and 26th with New Zealand.
An exciting and well-earned call-up for him. He'll be missed in San Diego for Loyal. But whenever you have that opportunity to play for your country, it's a no-brainer. You go, you embrace it, and it's a well-earned honor for him.
Conway. Adams throwing it back for Conway now. And Conway's going to get a yellow.
I'm not sure that's yellow worthy. A little bit of a heavy touch. He's going down to try to keep the ball alive. Maybe it was because of how he reacted and yelled at the ref, I'm not sure. But for that to be the first yellow card of the evening, that's a little curious for me.
On the restarts. Detroit again pushing out wide. Simonson. And a foul here, a restart for San Diego. As we mentioned, it's a big one coming up here. Already match number 2 a week from tomorrow, March 19th, Sunday afternoon, 3 p.m. San Diego Loyal and Phoenix Rising right here at Torero Stadium. Tickets starting just $15. First 2,000 fans get a free Stay Loyal t-shirt. Register tickets, sdloyal.com/tickets, 858-465-GOAL, sdloyal.com/tickets. First 2,000 fans on Sunday the 19th, 3 p.m. with t-shirts as they walk through the door here at Torero Stadium. Conway from Oshabana gets it back on a give and go. And well cut off. Abduala Japo coming over and cutting that play off for San Diego. Had a nice give and go right toward net.
And Reese Williams actually lost his footing. Opportunity missed there by Loyal.
As we said, that is a possibility tonight given where we are weather-wise. Just, it's misty here in San Diego tonight, coming out of the rain that we had into this afternoon.
Conway needs to be a bit stronger. Know that Carroll's gonna come fast, gonna come hard. Either take the foul by getting your body in there or be strong and be able to hold that ball up and let Loyal set play underneath him.
Adams setting it in for Conway. And this is going to be a corner for San Diego, second time tonight.
That is such a beautiful ball by Captain Charlie Adams. That ball is so dangerous because it forces the defense to face their own goal. As you see here, the deflection goes out for a corner. That could easily skip in for a goal. Conway does well to be in Brian's face. That's a brilliant ball right there. That's what Loyal want to see more of from those outside winger positions.
San Diego Community Power corner sent in from Adams. Finally cleared by Detroit.
And that's Corona again keeping it alive on that near post. It might be a set piece for them, but I would love to see Adams get that more into the back post where you have the height of Simba and Adams and Moon and Ebby. Let them go up and challenge.
Moon, beautifully done all the way through for Perez.
Loyal are doing well with their build. They're just, it's a little bit of a heavy touch off when they get into that final third. If they can clean up a few of those heavy touches and really then be a little bit more dynamic with it. But credit Detroit, who are coming fast, they're coming hard, but they're also, again, so organized and compact back there.
Rodriguez with the great ball out wide for Simonson. With the cross, Adams clearing it back. Simonson again. And for Williams. He'll send it in. Vegas gonna punch it away. Ebby. A calm clearance in the back line for San Diego.
It's great composure from Ebby. Allowed someone to get up to be an option.
Moshavane on the run, that right for Moon. Waiting. Adams for Martin. He'll send it in, and it's just popped over Perez. What a buildup from Moshavane in San Diego.
That's a great buildup, but there at the end, they got too compact in the middle. I think if Elijah Martin had stayed wide and kept some width, they'd be able to recycle that and maybe get another look at it. But again, Moshavane, he's so quick and so good with the ball at his feet. That's the opportunity they're looking for. Catch Detroit, numbers down in the back. That's Moon's angle right there. He was so close to letting that fly. But see there, Adams actually put something on that pass. I think he expected Martin to be a little bit wider. But that's a great, great buildup off of a corner or a set piece in the back, and the composure of Ebby.
Perez is going to take an elbow to the face here, inadvertent as it may have been.
And rightfully so. Loyal are asking for where the card is for that, when that's clearly intentional. That's where the leadership of Corona having a word with the ref. That one was more intentional than Conway, who received the yellow card.
Replays here tonight brought to you by IBEW 569, the Electricians Union. We'll have another look.
As Perez is coming back, that's clear. Matthews just gives him a forearm shiver there.
On that second look, I agree.
But you got to credit Perez, his work rate, whether it's putting pressure on Steinwasser to coming back on the defensive side. He's putting in a lot of maximum effort tonight.
Vegas, as he does, coming well out with this one. He's so good with the ball at his feet. He's able to give much more range and width for San Diego.
Yeah, more often than not, you see goalkeepers just kind of lump it in and hope their teammates do something. Koke is very intentional with where he's trying to play that ball, and becomes, as we mentioned, the extra attacker for Loyal.
Simonson going to send this one in right to Vegas.
There's a bit of flair there from Maxi Rodriguez to find Simonson. Can't fault him for taking that look. He didn't have other options. Why not try to test that keeper?
Absolutely. Ever looking for flexibility and a great deal on San Diego Loyal tickets? Take 4 or more home matches of your choice for this year. Enjoy some exclusive benefits as well with your flex plan. SDLoyal.com/tickets to lock in your flex plan today. Crowd here at Torero Stadium looking for a call. They get the whistle.
Bryant was just all over Elijah Martin's back. Corona pleading with the ref again. Where's their yellow card?
Corona this time. Sending in, Ebby gets a swing at it. Taken down by Steinwasser. See Rodriguez will be on the restart for Detroit. Headed away, and now San Diego will be off and running. Corona.
Well defended by Jope right there. He stood Corona up, allowed his team to get back, and then when he saw a heavy touch, tackled.
Perez. Again, well defended by Stephen Carroll.
Perez is looking for Conway there, but Conway's got 3 defenders in the middle. I would love to see Perez take the player on 1v1 a little bit, maybe get end line and get more numbers in the box before playing that in.
Moon. Steinwasser is there.
And that's just a little too heavy, especially with an Elijah Martin on the other side. Doesn't have the height for that.
Matthews. That all the way back for Coque Vegas. Azeed Matthews scoring in that playoff game for Detroit, their first USL Championship. Out to Memphis on the eastern side of the bracket. Here he is again. Ballard. Out wide. That one tipped away and will go out for a corner. Well, we've gone to the 40th minute here, presented by Saquon. Happy 40th anniversary to Saquon Casino Resort, the official casino partner of San Diego Loyal. Celebrate all year at Saquon with promotions, entertainment, special events. Visit saquon.com for all the details. Got it on the corner. Vegas punching it high. Moon with a beautiful tackle. Ahead Perez. Looking for Moshabane. Toomey. Staying with it. For Perez.
Moshabani's the one you want on the break like that, but that's so well defended again by Jope.
Martin, and this one will be kicked away. It's a corner for San Diego.
Yeah, good response by Loyal after giving up an easy corner kick on the other end. Captain Charlie Adams kind of got stuck with the ball at his feet, able to defend it out for a corner and then to quick counterattack and earn a corner themselves.
Adams, this one punched away. Steinwasser, out for Moon. Adams sending it back. Conway gets a head on. Still on now for Moshabane. One more time. Simba with a diving effort. Adams coming right back to it. Simba to the post and in! First of the season, San Diego!
And 2 of your 3 center backs playing a key role in that. It first starts with Charlie Adams bypassing the near post finally on a corner. Bouncing around. That was not an easy finish. Simba enjoying his moment. You see there, Kyle Adams keeps it alive, and the full volley by Simba leaves no questions. A little deflection. Simba reads it well. We talked about it. Opportunity for him with Stoneman out. Red card suspension. He is making a case for himself to have playing time this year. What a beautiful finish by Simba.
The 19-year-old with a full volley to make it 1-0 San Diego. Kyle Adams, Simba pushing up on the corner. San Diego keeping it tight. Adams, Moshabane keeping it in.
And you can't say it enough when you give your team a chance on those corner kicks.
Adams again looking for Conway this time. On the run again, Conway! To the near post, it's taken down by Steinwasser.
Steinwasser, he was third place for saves. You see that he cuts that near post off. Conway didn't have many options there, but a good save by Steinwasser. But again, back to the goal. Charlie Adams gets it in the mixer. Steinwasser's not able to clear it with the punch, and Loyal keep it going. They keep it alive, then it gets recycled. Kyle Adams, deflection. That's what happens when you can play a ball like that to give your teammates a chance. But talk about potential goal of the week from Simba with a full volley off a deflection. Beautiful composure in the box for the young one.
Simba, a guy playing in League Two, Ann Arbor, making his way here to the USL Championship. Not turning 20 for another month. That goal for San Diego.
But he's come in hungry and ready to learn and ready to work.
Martin is there for San Diego. Elijah gets to it, staying with the play.
That's all right, though. That's a much better clearance than the header a few seconds earlier. Give your team a chance to reorganize. Nothing wrong with those clearances. Get it out of your box.
Matt Lewis. And wide Williams on the cross. Oh, and a wonderful attempt by Richard Ballard, though it goes very high.
Great effort by Ballard, and that's the build-up similar to Loyal. Get it wide, whip those crosses in. Can't say it enough with the moisture out there, that slickness. Simba's not able to clear it. Those are dangerous and will continue to be dangerous as we get on later into the evening, too.
1 minute of stoppage time added on here, our first half. First 45 minutes of the season. San Diego, 1-0-0 advantage.
I think that's a record, 1 minute of added time.
We'll wait till the second half.
Yeah.
That's when that falls into those World Cup territory. 10, 12-minute ranges. A sliding stop from Evie. Crossed in. And Adams draws. The contact is going back the other way. Simba, the goal scorer, will close out the half as San Diego goes up 1-0 to start the season in their first ever meeting against Detroit.
And a great finish. It was a very even first half. Both teams testing, but Simba with the clinical world-class finish to put Loyal up 1-0. What a great half of soccer.
Just a full extension volley to bury that one in the net. The first of the season for San Diego.
And again, he's 19 years old and he's shown such composure defensively. And then to have the wherewithal off a deflection, that ball coming in quick, a full volley. Some players might try to settle it, but he just whips through that. Nothing that Steinwasser could have done.
Been playing San Diego only since August of last year, but has put Loyal up 1-0 here. We have reached the half. San Diego ahead. The first time this season, 2023 now underway, 1-0. San Diego here at Torero.
Never underestimate the journey of a champion. Because most champions are seldom celebrated. Palomar Health. Champions of healthcare. Champions for you.
Imagine yourself in a new Toyota.
Yeah.
Sick.
Whoa.
Oh, yeah.
Did you know that every new Toyota comes with Toyota Care? A 2-year or 25,000-mile maintenance plan and roadside assistance. That's the value you can expect from Toyota.
Ready, set, go get your Toyota today.
Toyota, let's go places.
From our cool coast to the wildflower-filled deserts, San Diego is as diverse as our stories. And one team covers more local news from morning to night. We are Fox 5 News. And we are so San Diego.
Coverage presented by Blue Peak Credit Union. San Diego leading Detroit 1-0 after our first 45 minutes. Tonight's hero of the match is Corporal Jacob Kraus, United States Marine Corps, originally from Bel Air, Maryland. Corporal Kraus completing recruit training at Parris Island, South Carolina in 2019. He went to many service schools and reported to Marine Heavy Helicopter Squadron 464 at Marine Corps Air Station Miramar here in San Diego in November of 2019. He's just completed a 6-month deployment to Okinawa, Japan. Our hero of the match is Corporal Jacob Kraus. San Diego leads it 1-0. Jackson Kasunzu Simba with our first goal of the season here for San Diego as they get on the road. Coming up here in just a few weeks at home tonight and unveiling the new kits for the 2023 season.
The breaks, draw back.
The kits are amazing. I love all the orange kit incorporates all the little places in San Diego that you see. It's an amazing event. I love it.
Got me so high, so addicted. Telling me I'm the only queen that was hard. Guess I let you co-star. If I gotta do it, I'ma do the most. Since they paid to see a show, got the South overflow. Yeah. If I gotta do it, I'ma do the most.
The best team ever.
Get ready to wave the flags. Get ready to bang the drums. Get ready to light the smoke. Get ready to shine.
We all have goals. But let's be honest. Most of us aren't going to be professional athletes. But if your goal is to finish your degree, we can help. Come to a university that puts your goals first. Bellevue University, your partner in finishing goals.
For over 75 years, we've witnessed moments that will last forever. records and trophies, firsts and onlys, game-changing innovations. From the heroes we admire to the joy of watching them play. Our history defines us, inspires us, and pushes us into the future. Celebrating 75 years of changing the game. Puma, forever faster.
Get ready to wave the flags. Get ready to bang the drums. Get ready to light the smoke. Get ready to shine.
When it comes to our familia, we all have our own flavor and expression. Some are bold. Others are complex. Some are, well, a little spicy. But at Tequila de Corralejo, we believe sharing our individuality is what makes gathering together so fun. Here's to those who stand tall and share their passion. Salud.
San Diego with a 1-goal advantage after our first half. Simba scoring the first goal of the year for San Diego. A great corner for Loyal with everybody pushed on up. And it'll be Detroit City 1-0 here at the half. We're just underway for the 2023 season. A great balanced schedule across USL Championship. There are plenty of teams that are changing on the managing side, including San Diego, where Nate Miller takes over for Landon Donovan, who's still as the Executive Vice President of Soccer Operations here.
Yeah, and a great opening weekend for USL Championship across the board. 7 teams changing managers. There's a lot of player movement. There's coach movement as well. And still, ESPN, too, broadcast Louisville City hosting Miami. Sure to be a great, great matchup. And all games will be streaming all season long on ESPN+, so we're just getting underway.
That's where you're watching us here tonight. San Diego, that New Mexico contest later on in the year on ESPN2 for the USL Championship. Early week 1, match day number 1 results across USL.
Yeah, what a start for Monterey Bay, up 4-2 at the half. San Antonio picking up right where they left off, 3-1 win. And Battery and Rising tying 1-1.
See Phoenix coming here next weekend. It's a Sunday afternoon contest from Torero Stadium on the 19th. And for Loyal, that's their next match. Still got some games coming up tomorrow and during the week.
Yeah, and it's early. You know, you want those early points, but it's not time to panic. Teams are still figuring out their identity, what's going on. But important to get those 3 points if you can.
So San Diego ahead early on. This is the first match of a 34 contest season. San Diego ahead 1-0.
This is why. These kids, these happy, healthy kids, they're the reason Rady Children's Hospital in San Diego was the first in the world to use ultra-rapid whole genome sequencing to diagnose and begin precise treatment for a critically ill baby in just 13 hours, taking a family from desperation to treatment. Because at Rady Children's, your kids always come first.
Now we're at a point where we are ready to grow in a real way.
Adventure awaits. USC Credit Union is now Blue Peak. From buying your first home to booking that bucket list trip, we're saving for your golden years. Blue Peak is here to support all of your life adventures, and we've been doing it for more than 85 years. Today, we are proud to serve broad and diverse communities and deliver the personalized service you deserve. So go ahead, blaze your own trail, and become a Blue Peak member today. Visit us online at bluepeak.com.
Gotham Knights
premieres Tuesday starting at 8 on the CW San Diego.
Year 4 for San Diego, year 2 for Detroit. Great success, both teams making the playoffs in 2022. Now here they're kicking off the season for the first time against each other here in 2023. So take a look ahead now Brought to you by the Rincon Tribe. The upcoming schedule includes Phoenix, 3 o'clock Sunday afternoon game up next.
Yeah, and to play Phoenix 2 of your next 3 games, your big rival, you're almost happy to get them out of the way early on and then focus on the out of schedule games.
And the Leafs team will play home and away in the conference. For Detroit, looking at their second season USL Championship, they go to El Paso coming up.
Yeah, and they start the season off 2 games on the road, 2 big road trips. They're going to be happy to get home against Indy 11 to have their home opener on the 25th.
Well, I mentioned there's been a coaching change in San Diego. Landon Donovan is now the executive vice president, the GM of the club here. And Nate Miller has been promoted to head coach, coming to San Diego 4 seasons ago from Lansing. We had a bunch of players who are in this game tonight, now playing at the USL Championship level.
And you say it all the time, soccer is a really small, small world. There's the one and only Tumi Moshobani, a few years younger, but still magic with his finishes.
Wow.
You see why he makes the progression. Who is that young buck?
3 players from San Diego, Stoneman, Moon, and Moshobani, and of course Reese Williams from Detroit.
Again, you gotta love seeing all of them progress through their careers.
That is great. A young Nate Miller now with San Diego. We have the coaching ladder taking over for the newly minted Hall of Famer, Landon Donovan. Let's take a look now at our first half for San Diego and Detroit. We're lower ahead 1-0.
Yeah, and Moshobani getting in the box early, able to create the corner kick. Not much came of that because they weren't able to bypass the near post. But then Detroit, organized defensively, but effective offensively as well. A beautiful cross in. Luckily, just over the bar for San Diego Loyal. Beautiful cross there by Reese Williams. Simonson looking to find the back of the net, but plays it over.
It's a pretty active first several minutes of the season here for both these sides.
Especially for Detroit, a team that's known for being so clean and defensive. They look sharp offensively, especially having to fill a massive void with all their player departures. There's a nice cross by Elijah Martin, but Nick Moon's just a tad late. There's the yellow card on Conway. We're still trying to figure that one out. That's the only yellow card of the half, and it's a questionable one. Toomey, we've talked about him. He's so good with the ball at his feet. He's so dangerous on the run here. Nick Moon pushing forward into the attack. A magic 1v1. That's actually a spot he scored a lot of goals for, but he's just unable to pull the trigger. And then Elijah Martin plays it back across. But Nick Moon had just come in on that, so he's not able to get on the back end of that. Again, Loyal, there's a nice ball in. Off of that corner kick, this is where Kyle Adams keeps it alive, and Simba could watch this goal all night long. What a finish. Off the deflection, composure, cracks that into the back of the net, leaving Steinwasser with nothing to do.
So pretty even on the shot totals. Of course, possession, as San Diego is known to do, very high possession numbers as they lead 1-0. Simba's second goal for San Diego over the past 2 seasons, the first one of the year here for 2023. And Ricardo Fierro and our crew tonight ready to go for our second 45 minutes. San Diego and Detroit City. We've really gotten a heavy mist moving into Torero Stadium tonight. Almost playing in a fog-like atmosphere.
It's going to make the ball slick. It's going to make the field slick. It's going to move quick. You're going to have to make sure they get bodies behind the ball, not just swing at it. Referee having a conversation. I don't think that was a foul on Ebby. He stepped in front of Simonson cleanly and won that. I was actually surprised to see the stat that Loyal had 69% possession. I thought it was a little more even than that.
San Diego is a possession-heavy club, but you're right, even that is 70-30 split.
Yeah, because Detroit's had a lot of patience in a lot of their build-up. Especially when they're known for being a quick counterattack team. I've actually been impressed with their build-up.
Goddard down the line and just long.
That's well done with Ebby just to make sure that goes out for a goal kick.
That'd be a player that San Diego wanted to get here before the 2021 season and didn't get him until late in the 2022 season. And now, of course, here he is in the starting lineup in 2023. And Ghana played with San Antonio.
Yeah, and now he has the benefit of a long offseason, preseason with the team. When you come to a team late in the season, there's cohesion, there's chemistry, and teamwork that's already built. It's hard to break into that. So wisely, they held him out, let him train and get used to the team and the culture.
And that's what Nate Miller was saying. It was like both Simba and Ebby, like their high-profile off-season signings, yet they came and joined the club late in the year and are making such a big impact. It's having an entire run of play now to get used to being in this system.
Exactly. And getting to go and train against the rest of the team day in and day out. It's all beneficial to their growth.
Simba's late first half goal putting San Diego ahead. It's where we come to in our second half of play tonight.
That's just too easy of a giveaway there. Kyle Adams trying to find Conway's feet, but Michael Bryant's able to just step in front easily and win that. It's well read by Bryant, but Conway's got to feel him coming and get his body there.
Evan Conway has come out wearing a wrap on his left wrist for San Diego. During one of the times he was fouled, I'm not sure if it was the time that he got hit by two players or not, but he went down and came out kind of holding the wrist as if he had fallen upon it. So he's come out taped up, but back in there for San Diego.
It's going to take more than a hurt wrist to keep him out of the game. And luckily, as a true 9, he shouldn't be needing to take any throw-ins, really. But he'll feel it tomorrow, but the adrenaline's going to keep him going.
Select is the official match ball supplier of the USL Championship. Many elite leagues throughout Europe. Visit SelectSportAmerica.com for the latest Select products, specials, and more. Select is the player's choice official match ball supplier of the USL Championship. Moon out wide. The touchline. Just punched away by Steinwasser. Bryant stepping up to it. And wide for Goddard. Back for Maxi Rodriguez. Matthews turning, squaring, and firing away wide.
Again, those are the shots you want to try to take early and test Koke. He had it covered, went well wide. Sometimes when they're taking that shot from that far out of the box, you almost run out of ideas. He thought he shook Corona. Would have been better to even just try to bend that around, find someone on the back post.
Good look from Oshibane here. Moon. Across it for Conway. Chipped into the far side.
Great effort by Loyal, but Elijah Martin ran in towards Steinwasser. And that ball with back post set up No one's there to punish Detroit.
Now Detroit's on the counter. Sending it in. Happy with the clearance, Perez. Williams for Elijah Martin. Don't miss a minute of the action here in 2023. ESPN Plus. It's your home of the USL Championship. Your club at home, on the road. Nearly every second to the championship is on ESPN Plus. The home of USL, MLS, Liga, Bundesliga, UFC, tons more. Sign up today at plus.espn.com or ESPN Plus.
Good build up there by Loyal, but the Corona saw lots of space, just took too heavy of a touch. That was easily cleaned up by Carroll. But where most teams are going to look just to play a long ball to get out of pressure, Loyal have the confidence and composure and the trust in each other to build out of the back like that and find the space.
Conway coming back to it. Bryant as well. Put pressure on, finding Matthews.
Both Bryant and Carroll have done so well reading those balls and stepping for the easy interception there.
Chipped in. Adams there on the first look. Cutting it back. And Vegas gets a hand on it for San Diego. Koke Vegas with a one-handed stop.
Beautiful individual effort there from Simonson, but also a beautiful individual effort by Koke Vegas to keep that out of the back of his net.
Rodriguez head for Simonson. Conway, good first touch. On the move, down he goes. And we'll get a yellow here against Carroll.
That run comes from Conway having a clean touch, knowing Detroit's coming fast and hard. He's able to get Jope to dive in and then creates the foul on Carroll. Carroll trying to play it off, but he did lean in. Here's the beautiful little spin there by Simonson. Ball at his feet, and Koke just swats at that. The key there is Koke doesn't just stop it. He pushes the ball out of the way because the Detroit attacker was right there to clean it up, but it allows Elijah Martin, so that is well played, not just the save, but to push it out of trouble. Great job, great goalkeeping by Koke Vegas.
Martin sending it in. Contacts, now push. Rodriguez. And Charlie Adams comes back to it for San Diego.
Same thing, Nick Moon there, taking the ball with him. Loyal know they're coming hard. They're learning as the game goes on. The way to beat those defenders that close you fast and hard is to take a touch out of pressure, like we saw Conway do a few minutes ago and Nick Moon did right there.
Keeping it in play. Conway back for Perez. Chipped ahead. And Steinwasser will come out to it. Out of the box. Dangerous play.
Perez has been putting that pressure on all night. Looks like an easy, oh, Steinwasser had to let it go. He was going out of his box. And because of the pressure of Perez, heads up play there, almost able to pounce on that and punish him. Not sure what Matt Lewis is trying to plead his case for, but Steinwasser smartly let the ball go. Otherwise, if he carries it out of the box, holding it still, that's a handball and it's a free kick right there. So wisely plays it, but probably didn't count on Perez continuing to keep the pressure up. It's a great, great play.
Steinwasser's been with Detroit for 8 seasons now, from their rise to USL Championship. Their Black Arrow Award winner a season ago, their MVP.
Even tonight, we can see easily why he was their MVP. Such a good shot stopper. And part of that stingy defense that Detroit showed all season last year and are hoping to continue with this year.
Well, the next match for San Diego is next Sunday, the 19th, 3 p.m. against Phoenix. Rising in here to Torero Stadium, 3 o'clock Sunday afternoon. San Diego Loyal return home.
We'll see Detroit start to try to go more and more direct as the game gets later, which if Loyal can get the possession and capitalize and punish them for throwing the numbers forward. We've seen all too many times Loyal give up late goals. So there's no time to exhale.
Moon is drifting in here. Corona back heel. Look for Conway. And Perez turns. It's falling back from Oshibane, still alive. Finally cleared back toward midfield.
Really nice sequence, some individual flair for Loyal.
Conway. It falls to Adams. Adams is upended and we'll get a card here. That's going to go to Yazid Matthews.
You see Corona again getting in there, trying to call Matthews down. Yeah, not only did he come in late, but his cleats are up a little bit. That's an easy yellow card, but that could be some frustration. With the maturity and experience of Corona, trying to calm Matthews down.
Perez sending it in. The flag is up though, offside is the call.
Just offside, but Loyal are finding a lot of space out there. They just need to capitalize on these opportunities while they have the momentum in their favor.
Our injury report is brought to you by Synergy Orthopedics. For San Diego, missing Grant Stoneman and Alejandro Guido with the red card suspensions. They'll be back and available next match. And for Detroit, players like Connor Rutz and Devin Almo-Mensah still battling their way back from injuries, including Mensah with the ACL a season ago. They are in the 18 for tonight.
But when you have players like that, knowing it's a long grind, you want to bring them, maybe get them some 5-10 minutes here or there, start to play them back in slowly, not just throw them out there and blow them up.
And we'll get our first substitution here of the evening. It will go to San Diego. Coralejo Tequila bringing us our substitutions, and we'll get the San Diego Loyal debut of Elliot Collier. Former MLS player in Chicago, 4 goals in the USL Championship title run for San Antonio a season ago, and the 6'4" striker is on now out of New Zealand for San Diego.
And what a great 60 minutes from Tumi Moshobani. He was so dangerous all night.
Collier, his first touch. With the left foot, he fires away. Immediately onto the pitch. And off and firing.
That's a well-struck ball with his left foot. Ball's just tailing away. He needed to get his hips around that to bring it back on frame. Momentum just let it soar. But you like that. You see here, as he makes the turn, he takes the touch. He's just falling over. The ball's just tailing away from him. But a good start when you come off the bench. You want to find that game early and quickly. That's a great start for Collier.
And 2 substitutions now for Detroit. Tommy McCabe, who won the 2021 title with Orange County. Now Notre Dame is on for his first action for Detroit, as is Connor Rutz. We talked about being listed as doubtful coming in, working his way back, so they'll put him on the final half hour tonight for Detroit. With 2 substitutions in. Corlejo Tequila, we're saying our substitutions here tonight for both sides as we pass the 60th minute.
Rutz is a key player for Detroit. They're going to look for him to try to get in that final third and create something or finish something.
We're seeing the fog now drift in here to Torero Stadium in Linda Vista. We're just off Mission Bay, Pacific Ocean, with the rain and the moisture, the atmospheric river, Shannon, that we had come to California here this weekend. So we're seeing some of this fog now, the remnants of that tonight.
It's been a wild, wild winter of weather for Loyal. But you know what? Both teams have to play in it, so can't use it as an excuse.
In the 63rd minutes, still 1-0 in favor of Loyal. The Simba goal late in the first half as the fog moves in. You're seeing that was the look of the stands here at Torero Stadium.
Luckily, so far, it's staying pretty high.
Yeah.
Hopefully, it doesn't settle in. But what a great sellout crowd. Incredible energy coming from the supporters, the Chavos, the locals, the Rainbow Loyals.
Joe Corona was down momentarily for San Diego, but back up. Speaking of that atmosphere, continues here all season long for San Diego. Single match tickets to the game against Phoenix coming up next weekend on Sunday afternoon, 3 p.m. against Phoenix Rising. The single match tickets start just $15. That great atmosphere is part of the great experience. Not only get to watch these athletes do what they do, but being part of San Diego here, it's a wonderful thing. SDLoyal.com/tickets for all the information, including next weekend.
And Loyal really have a great fan base, not just the supporters, but the fans. They travel, they support the team on the road, especially like with the rivalries, Orange County, Phoenix. It's an easy bus ride or car ride. They follow this team, they support them. And it adds the 12th player out there for them when needed.
Williams swinging it in. Going back to McCabe. His first touch. Chop. Pushing forward to the top of the box. Simba is there. Conway with a sliding stop. Collier off that one great shot attempt. This one out of bounds, and a quick injury check here. McCabe off the throw-in. And Ebby's going to get a yellow here. So away from the play.
Refs really had eyes for Ebby tonight. I think it's two players playing hard. He does have him wrapped a little bit there. I don't know if that's yellow card worthy unless it's the buildup of fouls that he's had.
I think that's what the referee was communicating, was there was some sort of cumulative look.
It's a dangerous, dangerous area for Detroit.
Good opportunity for Detroit City here. Just outside the 18. Gabe sending it in. It's going to fall back down and then chipped wide. So a good opportunity for Detroit, one of their best of the match. And Maxi Rodriguez has to just go wide.
And that's, if you're Detroit City, that's who you want the ball to fall to. Maxi Rodriguez, just not able to get a clean look at that. And again, it's not quite cleared. That's where Loyal has struggled in the past. A little deflection. I think it caught Maxi Rodriguez a little off guard. He wishes he could do better with that one.
Corona sending it out for Elijah Martin. They get ahead, Collier. And Steinwasser does very well, putting his body on the line to get to that one.
That's a great, great save there by Steinwasser. If he didn't come from that, Collier was in, and he timed it well and swallowed that up.
Well, we've been talking about match day here for San Diego, and so much of that experience is part of what makes these games great. It's a great group setting as well. Next group outing, entertaining clients, hosting company outings, friends and family. Match day experience with your group. Tickets there start just $10 a person for these larger group activities. Unique fan experiences, post-match penalty kicks, photos on the field, high-five tunnel, all that information. SDLoyal.com/tickets. 858-465-GOAL. You can email tickets@sdloyal.com, but those group tickets start at $10 a person here in San Diego.
What you love about the San Diego crowd.
Getting into a one and a foul, going back the other way, Williams. On the cross here to the back post and just ahead. A potential equalizer for Detroit, another opportunity.
What a great build up there, and if you're Reese Williams, you almost want to put that on target. See here, he's waiting, he's looking for his teammates, plays it across, but again, it's so slick and comes across so fast, it just skips out of bounds before Simonson can get a foot on it. But there was a foul on the other side. You heard the crowd react to it. They're a soccer crowd. That's what Ebby got a yellow card for. It's right in front of the AR, goes uncalled, and leads to a dangerous opportunity for Detroit City.
Moon. Nice couple of touches. Gets it back from Adams. Charlie Adams trying to sprint Collier ahead, but the flag's going to go up. This is offside. Flag is up. Looking at Collier and Conway. And the flag is up.
Yeah, Conway was just a step offside. But Steinwasser playing high was able to clean that up regardless.
So a couple offside calls in a row for San Diego as they push that attack forward. Simonson staying with it. Adams taken down.
That's where Charlie Adams is so good. He senses the pressure and puts his body between the ball and defender and draws that. It slows down. You see here he's fighting through it, but he's able to get his body in there. He's not afraid to take those fouls for the team.
You can buy the newest SD Loyal gear, including all the kits, the new Charlie collection. Some great designs you can't find anywhere else. It's all at the SD Loyal shop. Head online to the shop.sdloyal.com or visit the shop in person in Mission Valley. Collier. And get a bump back the other way.
AR is going to bring the crowd into the game more, calling that. They're both fighting for the ball. Two big men playing hard.
Collier's at 6'4" target for San Diego. Scored 4 goals last year for San Antonio.
This is where Loyal would love to get a corner kick or a set piece in that final third. They could try to find him in the box.
On the hesitation move, Collier still carrying. Out for Perez. Chipped up for Conway. Collier still down outside the box. San Diego plays on with Moon. Long range is going to go high, and Collier is still down just outside the 18.
Bryant cramping up a little bit, it looks like there. I think on that one, Collier drew 3-4 defenders and slips Perez, you see here. And just a hard collision as Bryant thought he was going to cut it across. And then Nick Moon here trying to do his magic, bending that ball, but he's leaning back. You got to get your chest over that ball, put a lot of spin on it so it gets into that back post.
Heavy hanging in the air and sending that one all the way back to the opposing 18.
Bryant is struggling. You can see him there. After getting stretched out a bit, has to sprint to get that ball. He's in a little bit of pain.
Enriquez. Back from McCabe. Now Perez with a counter here. Off for Corona. Still got it. Collier. And well defended. Looked like Connor Rutz who came back to it there. Crowd disagreeing with the call on Charlie Adams out near midfield.
In the flow of play, it didn't look like Adams made contact. Let's see this replay here. Oh, that's a 50-50 ball. Yeah, he actually rolled his ankle, it looked like, as he landed. But nonetheless, played it up enough. The referee gave a free kick to Detroit City.
Simonson's a great match tonight. Move from Loudon. Simonson's been dangerous. He was on the other end of that Williams feed that nearly got the equalizer to the back post.
And I think Simonson's going to be someone that's going to play his way in and be that offensive player that can fill the void for Detroit City. So a lot of really promising stuff from him tonight. I think once he finds his groove, He's going to be a key component of their attack.
Adams taking it away. Trying to find Conway, but it goes long. So again, March 19th, 3 p.m. next home match, next match overall for San Diego. 3 p.m. contest against Phoenix Rising. Tickets start just $15. And the first 2,000 fans next Sunday get a free Stay Loyal t-shirt. SDLoyal.com/tickets. You can call 858-465-GOAL. SDLoyal.com/tickets.
Exciting for Loyal is they're without Guido tonight, who is such the heart and soul of this team at times. He's sitting out his suspension from picking up the red card in the playoffs last year, but another tool for Loyal in the midfield.
And we said this in year 4 is the deepest team San Diego's had. Deep at every position. Deep up top, deep in the midfield, deep in the back line.
Yeah, it's a great problem for Coach Nate Miller to have, but it's clear for them they're going to earn it. Nothing's going to be given. It's going to create that competition and training that makes them better when it comes to game day.
Take a look here as Evie is down for San Diego.
Simonson returning the favor. Whenever you drop your shoulder like that, you're gonna uproot the defender like that. Ebby's coming in hard. Doesn't take much of a bump. But those two have been battling all night long.
Well, you're watching us here on ESPN Plus. Start of the new season, the USL on ESPN comes up on Saturday, May 13th, 7 p.m. Eastern on ESPN2 as Miami FC faces the Eastern Conference winners, Louisville City FC. Saturday, May 13th, 7 p.m. Eastern, 4 p.m. Pacific on ESPN2. ESPN Plus, your home for the USL all season long. I mentioned San Diego's got a game later on this year in the summer. ESPN2. That's on May 13th is Louisville and Miami on ESPN2. Bryant. Moon coming across to cut it off. Perez makes the turn. Simonson pushing for Rodriguez. And this will go wide on the attempt from Rutz.
Again, Koke had that covered. If you're Koke, you're going to love them taking shots from outside the box. That's where Loyal need to get a hold of the game and run it out by possessing. You see here, Simonson. Good 1v1 defending right there by Kyle Adams. He finds Maxi Rodriguez. And Rutz just wide, trying to spin that in, bend that into the back post.
Simba for Conway.
Now Loyal just giving it away too easy right here in the middle of the field.
Good job by Elijah Martin to recover from that. Williams against two defenders.
That's a great little individual flair by Williams there. Slides in between two Loyal players. Not only wins the ball, is able to get back up and set play.
Trending toward 10 minutes remaining in this season opener. Perez keeping control. Collier coming back for Adams.
Seen a lot of really good play from both Corona and Perez. Great additions we touched on in pregame, but Corona sitting in the 6th role. It's kind of a role where he's been solid. You don't see a lot of flair from him, but he's read the game. He's been composed. He's kept Loyal calm. And Perez and his work rate has been incredible all night.
And Corona's played a lot of different midfield roles. He's played the 8, he's played the 6. And San Diego with that depth this year can really, in a 34-match regular season, plus the Open Cup, plus the play, there's a lot going on. You can rotate guys a little bit more with the depth this team has.
Especially when it's such a long season, because we mentioned Guido, but we haven't seen Colin Martin just yet either. He also plays that 6, and it's a thankless role. You work so hard, you don't necessarily get all the credit and the glory. It's the little things you do, and you do it well. And Corona does that just as Colin Martin's done since Loyal's inception.
And we'll get a substitution. We will see Colin Martin here for San Diego, Blake Bodley, and Camden Riley as well for Loyal. So 3 more subs for Nate Miller and San Diego. Colin Martin on for his 4th season with the club. He'll be on that midfield role. Elijah Martin's checking out. Blake Bodley is on. Came to San Diego in 2021, but then was immediately recalled by Portland after really showing well in very limited action. He's back with San Diego this year, and as is Camden Riley. His 2nd season, West Coast Conference Player of the Year at Pacific for San Diego.
And with these changes, you're going to see Colin Martin go into the 6 alongside Corona. It pushes Charlie Adams into more of the 10 playmaking role. Cam Riley slides onto the right, while Blake Bodley, who Coach Nate has said has had a phenomenal preseason, slides out to the left for Nick Moon.
Big depth this year for San Diego. Again, without Guido and Stoneman available tonight.
And with Loyal's reputation, giving up those late goals, this is a key opportunity for these players that just came on. Yeah, it might be 7 minutes tonight, but how do you get 10, 15 minutes the next game? You come on, you've got the fresh legs, find the game, make a difference, and make a case for yourself to play even more minutes the next game and challenge for those starting roles.
Corona playing it ahead for Conway. Riley is out wide. And he comes right back to it. Conway with a left foot. Comes back out, Bodley. Adams.
It's tough on that play. Collier ran across Conway. Actually cut down his angle, not knowing Conway wanted to go to his left foot. If Collier had actually pulled out to the right, it would have forced defenders to make a decision. Maybe would have made more room for Conway. But it's the first time these two have really played together. Expect that to get better as their chemistry builds throughout the season.
Matthews. Simba with a good look for Adams. Riley playing ahead for Collier. Crowd wanted the whistle there.
Yeah, that's a good non-call, though. That's shoulder to shoulder. Collier, gotta hold your ground there. Especially this late in the game. Hold your ground, try to hold up that ball. That's just a great, great defensive play there. No foul.
This will take it out of the touchline, and it's out. So it'll be a goal kick and a break for San Diego.
And we've talked about the depth of Loyal. Since the subs have happened, the energy has picked back up for Loyal. Here's the replay. Yeah, that's just too soft by Collier. And Bryant has been so tough and so solid all night. That shoulder, that is a clean push there. That's where Collier has to just man up and take that. Try to hold the ball up. Loyal's going to be in no rush to get this goal kick in.
Simonson. Matthews. And it'll be a goal kick for San Diego.
It's going to be a hectic 5 minutes or so. Who knows how much extra time we're going to have. Detroit's going to be throwing everything forward, trying to find an equalizer. Loyal have to maintain their possession and try to run this clock out. Be solid defensively. Let the fresh legs run.
Colin Martin. Pushing out wide. Bodley.
Smart reset there by Collier. Find Kyle Adams' feet, no rush. Fortunately, Adams plays it out. But now keep Detroit locked in their defensive half. This is where they want to run out the clock on this half of the field, if possible.
Heavy flying through the air. Corona. And whistle here after Ricardo Fiore did a great job to get out of the way of that one. Nicely done.
Beautiful, cheeky little nutmegs by Loyal. I think that's the fourth one tonight by my count.
Riley. Collier coming back to it. Williams. We're going to get 3 minutes of stoppage time added on here. As we hit the 90th minute, there'll be 3 minutes of stoppage time. San Diego trying to make Simba's first half goal stand up in the season opener. Carroll. Vegas sending it back. Bryant with Collier giving chase.
And you can't say it enough, the confidence that the Loyal back three have in Koke Vegas. Most would try to head that back to their keeper so they could pick it up with their hands, but Ebby plays it on the ground knowing he can trust his feet and set play from there.
Yeah, that's a wonderful point. I mean, that is not a backward pass you see very often.
No.
Because your keeper usually can't do that with his feet.
Yeah, you're seeing players get down as low as possible to try to get their head on that.
Right.
But Ebby, good texture on it, well paced. He has trust and faith in his goalkeeper.
And here is Simba with his second San Diego goal, first of the season, putting Loyal up. Now for Bodley on the cross, and it'll be right to Steinwasser.
But what you love about that pass from Simba, most are going to try to play it into Bodley's feet, but he plays it behind the defender, forces the defender to turn and chase. Bodley, unfortunately, doesn't get a clean cross in, but that's coming from the youngster. The growth he's shown in the year is incredible. What a beautiful pass to let his player run onto it.
Scored last year against Phoenix. This one's chipped too far ahead for Detroit. Now scoring in the opener against Detroit. We're going to file substitution for Loyal. Morgan Hackworth in his 4th season will come on for Evan Conway. Hackworth out of Akron. 2 times in the College Cup, and now on his 4th season for San Diego as Conway comes out for Loyal.
And Hackworth, more of a midfielder now, is going to push Collier up into the 9 spot. They're going to want him to get up high and hold the ball. And Hackworth will come in more into the midfield.
Vegas putting it back in play. Ebby right in front. Not for Riley. Ahead, looking for Hackworth. And it's going to go just out. Looks like Simonson is the one who is down for Detroit. Skage Simonson out of Norway. Over from Loudon.
He's a player who has maximum effort tonight. He has played so hard. He's been in so many tough battles, and he keeps getting up.
He had that sliding attempt to the back post that nearly was the first of the night for Detroit.
If that's a day game, that might be a goal.
It's a great call.
But it's not a day game. It's a misty, crazy winter game here.
By San Diego standards, right? I mean,
by San Diego's,
right,
correct.
Right. So approaching the end of stoppage time here in this season opener. San Diego and Detroit. Sent in, Matthews. Vegas, now toward it, he gets to it. Okay, Vegas.
Look at that spin. He knows he's close to the edge. He spins himself around to keep the ball in his box so he can keep it in his hands.
So we're out to Detroit. And that'll do it for the 3rd year in a row. San Diego has won their home opener 1-0 to start 2023.
Great team win by San Diego Loyal. Yes, Simba has the glory, but a great team win. And if you're Detroit City, a lot to build on. A really solid night. People didn't know how they would look losing so many key players in the attack. But they did well. They defended well. It was a beautiful world-class goal that it took to beat them.
San Diego undefeated in home openers. The original draw. And then the 3 straight victories, including 1-0 here tonight. Our man of the match, brought to you by Palomar Health, is Simba.
Yeah, and here it is, the replay. Beautiful goal. Kept alive here by Adams. Deflection and full volley, full outs. Not just a full volley, a side full volley. But not only that, he played so clean and so composed on the defensive end. So congratulations, Simba. Man of the match, well-deserved honor, my friend.
Great call. I mean, look, score a goal. It's the game-winning goal. That's amazing. And it really was a wonderful strike. But in addition to that, you're starting in this back line, playing upright, composed, and across that back line, very impressive. So San Diego with a 1-0 victory here. Nate Miller, his 2nd official win for San Diego, though his first one as the head coach now of San Diego to start 2023. 1-0 is your final.
Never underestimate the journey of a champion. Because most champions are seldom celebrated. Palomar Health. Champions of healthcare. Champions for you.
Imagine yourself in a new Toyota.
Yeah.
Sick.
Whoa.
Oh, yeah.
Did you know that every new Toyota comes with Toyota Care? A 2-year or 25,000-mile maintenance plan and roadside assistance. That's the value you can expect from Toyota.
Ready, set, go get your Toyota today.
Toyota, let's go places.
San Diego with the win in their home opener, starting off 2023 with 3 points. A 1-0 victory over Detroit City in the first meeting between these two clubs. Coming off 18 victories a season ago, San Diego gets their first for 2023. Jack Cronin Hall of Famer Shannon McMillan back with you tonight as San Diego behind Jackson Simba. His second goal for Loyal and the first of the season gets the win.
Yeah, and you just can't speak enough to the composure of the 19-year-old, not just on the finish, but played a clean game defensively. And you see the team now thanking the fans. The amount of fans that stay to do the San Diego We Are cheer is epic. It is special. Loyal have done such a great job in the community and connecting with the community and the fans. And you can just feel that each and every game here.
And the fans brought it. Sold out crowd here. Not the perfect ideal San Diego day, and yet it's just an amazing energy as usual here from this great crowd. Let's go back now. San Diego and Detroit meeting for the first time. It was in the 42nd minute where Simba comes through.
Yeah, and this was again off of a corner kick that finally got past the near post. San Diego recycle it. Kyle Adams, this is the beauty of it. Keep it alive, a deflection, and Simba, right place, right time, but the technique and skill to take this straight out of the air, side full volley. That's when he's going to remember for a long time.
So that was right before the end of the first half. And Detroit had their chances as well. Couple opportunities.
That's beautiful from Simonson, but again, Koke Vegas fully outstretched. Not only does he just block it, but he swipes it away, which allows Elijah Martin to clean it up and get out from pressure. Otherwise, it's an easy tap in. Evan Conway draws the foul here. He wants to be the true number 9, and you see there, Captain Carroll kind of just gives him that little bit of a hip check there, sends him to the ground, yellow card. A little back heel, some cheekiness from Corona. And then here it's kept alive, but no one's on that back post. But Nick Moon, look at this, individual brilliance right there. Evan Conway, magic on his own, gets that in. It's kept alive by Perez. Good save there by Steinwasser, but no one there to punish him. That's one, Maxi Rodriguez, who wishes he could do a bit better on this, but again, Loyal have got to clear this out. I know it's a contested battle, but you've got to clear that. If Rodriguez wasn't caught off guard, he might have been able to bury that.
And this is one where they had a great chance to the back post for Simonson.
Yeah, and this is the one, if it's a day game, it's not as slick and wet, it maybe goes in. But you can't say enough. Simonson, he was all over the place, battled hard, he's fully extended. It's a great addition for Detroit City.
Detroit actually has more shots in this contest. San Diego more on frame, and the possession really evens out after that second half with Loyal scoring in the first half.
Yeah, and a lot of that comes from Detroit late. They're down a goal, they've got to press, they're going to throw more forward versus just relying on their defense. But a great, great match and a great start to the season for Detroit City, even though they didn't get points tonight.
So San Diego does come away with those 3 points. Joe Corona in his Loyal debut, and Simba with his game-winning strike, earning the man of the match honors from our supporters groups here tonight in San Diego.
And Simba being only 19, they give the growler to Corona. Simba gets a bottle of water. You gotta love that.
Fantastic.
Great tradition started by our supporters.
What a great way to start the season. 3 points now for San Diego. Loyal with their season opening victory at home for the 3rd straight year, still undefeated in home openers in 4 years. Simba's first half strike is the difference. For Shannon McMillan, I'm Jack Cronin. We'll see you next weekend against Phoenix here in San Diego. 1-0 is your final tonight in front of a sold-out crowd at Torero Stadium.
This copyrighted telecast of the United Soccer League Championship cannot be retransmitted, rebroadcast, or reproduced without the expressed written consent of the United Soccer League Championship.